Oh, there you are, YouTube.
Do you want to get number 6?
She's like, I'll do it quick.
What do we got there?
Surviving Christmas.
Oh, wait, we have not seen that, right?
No.
Yeah, this is a first time watch for us.
Thanks. Here, put it back in there.
Good job.
Good job. There is the
You want to try?
jingle, jingle. Yeah.
Jingle,
No,
jingle.
oh, no. We don't pull that one out yet. That's for tomorrow.
Okay. About to start Surviving Christmas, a movie we've never seen before. Honestly, I don't even think I've ever heard of it. If I did, I've completely forgot about it because it doesn't seem like, I don't know, nothing about it seems familiar to me, which is strange because there are some very big actors in it. You'd think I would have heard of it, but I haven't. All right, here's the thing about Surviving Christmas. I mean, I kind of already mentioned this, but my wife and I have never heard of this movie. And there are big name actors in it. Catherine O'Hara, Home Alone. Ben Affleck, Batman. A guy from Armageddon. And this was sort of like, I feel like in his heyday, his first heyday. I mean, he's had a few heydays. He's never really gone away. Maybe he has had periods of it, but Ben Affleck's in it. Tony Soprano. I believe you have my stapler from Office Space. Christina Applegate. I mean, what? How is it that I've never even heard of this movie? Like, when it comes to Christmas movies that I've never heard of, those are usually the made-for-TV ones. What is extremely strange is I'm pretty sure, with that cast, I'm pretty sure this went to theaters. So how did I miss it? I feel like I never saw a poster. I feel like I've never seen a preview for it. The title rings no bells. I don't know how I missed this movie. It came out, I think, in 2004. I worked at a movie theater in 2004. I worked there in the summer, so, that's not, I'm going to miss it in that way. So, and I was in college, but I was watching movies regularly. I'm so confused why it's like this movie doesn't exist. And we also, every year, whenever we're compiling our list of movies, we'll always go online and be like, what should we watch? And then we're searching through. I feel like even in those searches, I've never seen it. That's the weirdest thing, because every year we get online to figure out what movies we need to add to our Advent movie calendar. And this one, I feel like, has never come up. It's like it came out, it just popped out into 2020 this year when we were making our list, and we're like, oh, never heard of that, let's put that in. And then we're like, wait, why have we never heard of this? Ben Affleck's in it. It has so many famous people in it, and we've never heard of it. Both of us. That's the other weird thing. Neither one of us had heard of it. I just don't understand it. But now that I've seen it, this still doesn't necessarily explain why I've never heard of it. But now that I've seen it, I see why it's maybe not a classic that people are going to return to or, watch every year. Like, a family's not going to be like, all right, let's watch Surviving Christmas. They're not going to do that. It's a movie you watch in 2004 when it comes out to see what it's all about. And then you're like, that was fine, but it's not going to be, like A Christmas Story or It's a Wonderful Life or The Santa Claus or Home Alone or just really any of these movies that you get the family together and then you put it on and watch every year, like as a tradition. It's not that kind of movie. But it's not like a bad movie. It's just kind of, maybe it is bad. It's just like a movie that exists. And you're like, huh, yeah. I laughed out loud for quite a few parts. Catherine O'Hara was having me crack up. Tony Soprano. Ben Affleck, I feel like, was sort of the most annoying part, but I think his character was supposed to be that way. It was just kind of like, you could tell he was turning himself on, to be like yeah, look, I'm high energy, So it felt very much like acting, and unnatural, I guess. The way in which he was presenting himself felt kind of unnatural. But I don't know. It was fine. I think I would watch it again, maybe, but not like in a cozy, all right, let's do our Christmas tradition, and just kind of be like, I haven't seen that, like in like 5-6 years from now, I'd be like, I'm gonna give that one another try, that sort of thing. But so I feel like I can't recommend it, but I find it to be this weird anomaly that exists. So if you've never heard of it, go watch it, because I think it's strange for me that I have never heard of this movie, based off of how many movies I watch, how often I search for Christmas movies every year, multiple times a year. We're like, okay, let's take a peek at what's coming out, what has come out, movies we're maybe not thinking of. We do that. My wife and I sit down a couple times before Christmas to gather our movies, and I think it's just weird that neither one of us have ever come across it before. When you have the acting caliber that is in the movie. They didn't use their high acting caliber for the movie, but high caliber actors are in the movie, if that makes sense. But yeah, so we watched that, and then watched some X-Files, and then now it's pretty late. It's like probably midnight by now, so I should probably just end this and go edit it and put it online, because I'm pretty tired. I did have extra coffee today, so I'm not super tired. Maybe I'm a little wired. When you're tired, but your body's wired, that sort of thing. Maybe that's what's going on. Anyway, perhaps I'll see you tomorrow for more Pure Hangout.